Welcome. My name is Colleen Tauke, and I am the sewing specialist at Fons & Porter. In this tutorial, I will show you how to put together the pieces for the table runner called Marmalade. As we begin any pattern, you'll want to visit our website to get more information, to download our pattern, and then you will be picking out your pre-cut strips. In this one, we have a collection that's golds, browns, blues, and greens, and we'll take those 2-inch pre-cut strips, and we're going to join up a semi-solid red fabric and a darker gold for the table runner. To begin, what we're going to do is to create the outside pieces with the dark red. So the pattern calls for cutting rectangles of the red and gold squares. What we want to do is create these two shapes. I'll show you ahead where we're headed. So we want one that looks like this and one that looks like this. You'll notice that they are not placed on the same corner. So we have to make 2 of one and 2 of the other. So we start with a large rectangle, take our small square, or smaller square, and we're going to do the diagonal seam method, which means that we're going to take a ruler, we're going to place a diagonal line from corner to corner across the square. Simple like that. Then we're going to position, just like our instructions tell us to create one like this. So it would go on like this. And we're going to stitch diagonally from corner to corner. Now remember that we're not using a 1/4 inch seam allowance here. We're actually sewing right on the pencil line. So we're going to just come right on, follow the line across. A mechanical pencil is a great tool to use for marking these. The lead is very small, it gets right up against the ruler, makes a real exact line for you. Okay, now we've got that diagonal line corner to corner. Double check, pull back, and it matches. Then we would take this over to the ironing board. Always remember to set your seams first. So we warm it all up, embed those threads, open out the triangle. A lot of times we'll leave that underneath triangle in place ahead or at this point, because as we open it up, we want to make sure that we extend that seam all the way out and that this layer will be replacing the part we're going to cut away. So now we can open this up. Always think about safety. Some people say, but why a glove? But why not stitches? No. Rotary cutters are very sharp. So we should always think about safety. And then we're going to come in here and take away this underneath triangle. Now you can always use your scissors. We get a lot of hung up on using our rotary cutters. Scissors still will work. So this is a discard. And make this unit. We'd in the same manner then make one of these, or 2 of these, 2 here, 2 this one, and we have those units ready for our table runner. The next part we need to think about is the strip sets. So we have created a strip set here. You get to go through your pre-cut strips, find 4 that you want to put together, alternating kind of lights and darks unless you want it to be even more or less contrast. But here we've kind of done a light, dark, and a light, dark, light. When you're all done putting together your strip set, you'll notice more than likely your strips won't be all the same length. So we need to go in and cut this to clean up the end. So we will take this and placing it correctly on our cutting surface, we're going to come in and line up one of the lines across our ruler, the seam underneath, so that we know that we are creating a right angle here. Take away all the selvage edges. Then we can come back and cut off 10.5 inch length pieces from this unit. And we're going to come in with our large square ruler. Works wonderfully. 10.5 inch line along that edge that we cleaned up. Again, following along, matching one of the marks on the ruler with a seam so we know we have it nice and square. And then we would just proceed across the entire strip set, cutting 10.5-inch segments. Now, once you have those, if you look at the quilt, you'll realize that the strip sets kind of dance back and forth through the quilt. And we have actually 2 different placements of the triangles that we're going to add to our strip set. The strip set is going across, this, up and down. So we need to take, there are 12 of these strip set pieces you're going to be using. You're going to need 6 that have triangles placed here, and 6 with triangles placed here. So be careful of your placement when you're doing your diagonal seams. Again, it's the same process we did before, marking corner to corner of your square, stitching across, pressing, taking away the remainder triangle underneath, and pressing outward. Now we have the basic units here to create our table runner. So on the outer edge, we need to align, and this is on both ends of your table runner, the 2 red rectangles with triangles like this. And then, as we look, we want to create a gold square that actually steps right down through the middle of our table runner. Just like this. So now you would just join pieces together here, and then join across. For more of our video tutorials, visit our website. Thanks for joining me.